magkakaroon ng masamang epekto yung dengue.
But I am very, very, very sorry.
Time to know the news of the week. I'm Maria Fernandez. This is the MB Rundown. Over 20 deals have been sealed during the state visit of China's President Xi Jinping in the country. Details in this report.
29 agreements have been signed during China's President Xi Jinping's visit to the country last November 20 to 21. These include oil and gas development in the West Philippine Sea, establishing intergovernmental committees to work on the disputed waters. There were also cooperations in education, infrastructure, agriculture, and communications and technology.
With mutual respect, sincerity, and adherence to sovereign equality, I will continue to work closely with President Xi to deepen the relationship between our great countries.
The President and I both agreed to elevate our relationship into one of comprehensive strategic cooperation.
However, the details are yet to be released after full transparency is sought from the government. Presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo vowed to release all pertinent documents once certified and available. Panelo also assured the public that the government has been consistent in its effort to protect our maritime domain, following the release of the recent SWS survey where a majority of Filipinos opposed the government's inaction against China on the West Philippine Sea issue. It can be recalled that the Philippines won its legal battle for West Philippine Sea against China in 2016. Meanwhile, after Xi's arrival in Malacanang, some observed that the Duterte administration committed a flag protocol breach violating the Constitution. Several groups also staged protests in front of the Chinese embassy in Makati. There were also who decried unannounced road lockdowns causing heavy traffic congestion Tuesday. This is Hannah Tabias for the MB Rundown.
Meanwhile, a day before China's President Xi Jinping arrived in the country, the government announced Mislatel as the third telco player. Mislatel, a consortium of China Telecom and Udena Corporation, vowed to provide strong and fast internet in the country. It became the provisional third telco last November 7 after its rivals Sear Telecom and PTNT were disqualified. 21 world leaders failed to reach a consensus in the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation or APEC summit in Papua New Guinea last Sunday. This as US and China were unable to agree over trade and security issues. This was the first time that the meeting failed to release a joint statement. But Australia's Prime Minister Scott Morrison said the points of disagreements between the super economies will be discussed at the G20 summit in Argentina at the end of the month. Moro Islamic Liberation Front or MILF leader Al-Hajj Murad Ibrahim made a historic visit at the Armed Forces of the Philippines Monday. This was the first time for an MILF official to set foot at the military's headquarters. The visit came after AFP Chief of Staff General Carlito Galvez Jr. went to MILF's Camp Darapanan in Maguindanao last October. Galvez said MILF's gesture shows its trust and confidence to the government. For his part, Munad said that it is a testament of lasting friendship for peace. Amid the growing plastic problem, some local governments initiated projects to repurpose waste. Here's Hannah Tabios.
Plastic Palit Bigas. Armed with hope and discipline, residents in Amadeo, Cavite have accepted the challenge, properly segregating their plastic wastes in exchange of a kilo of rice. This is a youth council-initiated project addressing the community's waste management issues, which in turn could aid a family's daily rice consumption. Various candy and snack wrappers, among others, will be recycled to produce eco bricks, tables and chairs, and even substitute foams for pillows. But plastics containing dehumidifiers are exceptions. In Bicol region, the local government of Virac Catanduanes has also mobilized its locals to manage the same issue in a millennial way. The LGU launched a gaming competition with a twist. Participants are required to give plastic bottles filled with trash instead of paying registration fees. The collected eco bricks were then used to build fences to encourage residents to refrain from throwing garbage in the sea. This is Hannah Tabius for the MB Rundown.
Meanwhile, these are the other top news of the week.
A new weather disturbance is expected to enter the Philippine area of responsibility on Sunday. Weather State Bureau Pag-asa is monitoring several tropical storm Mani, which will be called Tomas once it enters PAR. Tropical Storm Samuel had already exited the Philippines Thursday but left some towns in northern Samar submerged under flood water due to heavy rains. Families of the Maguindanao massacre victims will finally hear the court's verdict first quarter next year. The gruesome death of 58 people involving 32 journalists happened on November 23, 2009. The Sagwan Dragon Boat team have won 3 awards at the City Cup International Dragon Boat Championships in Kaohsiung, Taiwan early this month. The team finished second place in the finals of the mixed traditional boat competition and bagged silver and bronze medals in 2 other major events. Sagwan captain Nico Lara said this was the team's sweetest victory after facing defeat last year.
Para sa akin, it's a good revenge, one way.
Let's take a quick recap of the MB Rundown for today, November 23. The Philippines and China sealed 29 agreements during China's President Xi Jinping's state visit. Government announces Mislatel's third telco player. APEC leaders have failed to release a joint statement due to U.S.-China's trade and security disagreements. MILF Chairman Alhaj Murad Ibrahim sets foot at AFP camp for the first time. And some local governments have launched initiatives to repurpose plastic wastes. And that's the MB Rundown. I'm Ria Fernandez.